What's up, guys? This is Jeff with WINBIGPICKS, and today I'll be breaking down my top 4 NFL picks for Sunday, October 5th. Real quick though, before we dive in, tap that like button, hit subscribe. You do not want to miss out on all the winning plays that we're dropping here every day. No recap on this one, as I wanted to get it out the day before because we do have that London game in the morning, 9:30 Eastern start time. I'll be throwing my recap and winning slips over in the Discord. The link to that is down below. I've teamed up with the guys at Doghouse Picks. I'm an analyst over there with them. They got a lot of good stuff going on as well if you want to check it out. Something else you should check out is the Betr app. If you want to download it with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS, they're giving away a lot of free stuff. They'll give you a free $10 just to sign up, and then they'll give you a deposit match 100% up to $200 on your first deposit. And then this week as well, in the morning, they got that Justin Jefferson free pick for that game. And then for the Sunday night game, we got the Josh Allen free pick. Both those guys just need 1 yard to hit. But to get all that, you do have to sign up with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. And then if you want even more value, send a screenshot of that first deposit you make over to our email address on the screen here. Give you a free month of our VIP picks over on Winnable. All the picks that we make every day, post here, they're texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. Now, we came into Saturday on a 9-1 VIP run, so I put up a little special there. The daily VIP plan knocked it down to only $4.99. If you want to try it out, get all today's VIP picks. You put 2 of those in a slip, you'll make 6 times the money you spent. So, and we also have the full NFL and college football season pass. That's $299.99. Only 9 of those remaining. As well, every pick for the NFL and college you make from today up through Super Bowl 60 right to your phone. So, let's get to today's picks. And just remind you guys, we use Outlier for our research. You want a free 7-day trial of it? There's a link in the description down below. And first up, we're taking Jahmyr Gibbs, more than 18.5 fantasy score. I couldn't really decide where to go because I think he's got a chance to crush all of his stats. So we just went with the fantasy score on Prizepicks. You can take it on Betr or Boom or Pick 6 as well. They all have the same format. Underdog's the only one with the different scoring system. So today, Jahmyr Gibbs and Detroit going up against the Bengals, and this year they are not the Joe Burrow Bengals where they're actually decent. They are the Bengals that we knew for all those years, all the years before that. They are just awful, and if you want to see their defensive ranking against the run and the pass, I'll bring it up here, especially against running backs. Overall, they're allowing 2nd most rush yards in the league, 5th most receiving yards. Both of those 2 running backs overall, they're just as bad to everybody. Anybody that touches the ball can run against them. Now, I do think he's got a great chance to score in this one as well. Just 1 touchdown it's pretty juiced. 2 touchdowns would be a bit more risky. For anybody to score 2 touchdowns. He could do it, though, so, I wouldn't blame you if you want to take him for 2 touchdowns in this one. Decent odds on that. And then just looking over at his receptions as well this year. And he's been over his reception line 2 out of the 4 games. So, just looking at his score, if he scores a touchdown, say he gets, 3 or 4 receptions, that's 9 or 10 points right there. If you can pick up all the rushing and receiving yards as well, only needs 86 of those to go over. So I figured we'd encompass it all. And then if he scores twice, he'll have this knocked out easy. So going up against the Bengals, I think he's got a great shot to do it. So we're taking him for more than 18.5. on the fantasy score. Next up, in another great matchup, we got Justin Fields, more than 242 pass and rush yards. Now, he's going up against Dallas, and their defense is, as we know, it's just awful as well, especially in the passing game. dead last in the league in passing yards allowed. Justin, he's hit this 2 out of 3 games that he started. And if you wanted to look at just his rush yards as well, as we scroll over to it here, the line's at 49.5. He's come real close to it. Those first 2, crushed it in the last one against Miami. His rush share, second on the team, 20% of the time he's run the ball. You look at Dallas's rush defense versus QBs, 5th worst in the league. We look at the other QBs and what they've done running against them. 3 out of 4 have hit their line there. And then just the aforementioned pass defense is just abysmal. Every single week they've been torched. So I think for the 242.5, you can get it over on Betr at that price. Be sure to line shop around though, as it will bump up probably the closer we get to game time. The total for this game as well, pretty high, 47.5. Spread is only 1.5 points, so it's going to be competitive throughout. He really should have no problem hitting this one. So Justin Fields, more than 242.5 pass and rush yards. We are taking it. And just pausing real quick here, remind you guys that we are still teamed up with Wanna Parlay over there. If you want to download it with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS, they'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250. It's one of the highest you're going to see on any app. And the best thing about them is you can combine team picks with player picks, things like spreads, team totals, money line, first to score, stuff like that. Only app you can do it. So, I mean, for example, if you wanted to take the Patriots to cover that 8.5 point spread in this game, paired up with one of the picks here from the earlier on, you could do that. Only DFS app that you can do this on. So check it out. And that free month of VIP applies with these guys as well if you send that screenshot of your first deposit over to us. All right, back to the picks. And in that game that I just mentioned, taking Drake May more than 29.5 rushing yards. You can get this over on Betr. Be sure to look around, though, where you can find the best odds as it gets closer to game time. But he's hit this in 2 out of the 4 games he's played. The first one, they had him throwing the ball 45 times, so he wasn't running that. Up against Miami, a much more competitive game, one of his best games as a pro. He's doing everything he could to help him win. He hit that line here. Pittsburgh as well, a close competitive game the whole time. If they didn't turn the ball over 5 times, they might have won. But he crushed his rush line in that one. And then last week versus Carolina, the Patriots pretty much had the game in control midway through the second quarter, so he really didn't need the run in that one. But the Bills' rush defense is their biggest weak point, I'd say. Great team otherwise, but their rush defense is suspect, to say the least. 31st in the league in rushing yards allowed. You remember in week 1, Derrick Henry ran all over them, and every team since has also ran all over them. If you want to look at all the other QBs, they've hit their rush yards line. Even Tua hit it. If Tua's running, because we know he doesn't really run anymore with the concussions and stuff. But if he's crushing his rush line, you got problems. And Drake May should have no problem hitting this one today. If you want to take his long rush as well, it's at 12.5. I'm sure he's going to rip one off at some point. But, so you just wanted to be safe and not have to wait for that one play to hit and just take his rush yards at 29.5. But again, check up close to game time because it is Sunday night. The line may move during the day. And yeah, be sure to line shop around as I scroll back to it here. Yeah, 29.5 in most spots, if not 30 right now. But we're taking them at that line there. And then last up, taking Quentin Johnston, more than 23.5 longest reception. We took it last week as well, and we're running it back again because the Q-Man has got it going on this season. He's crushed this every game. Justin Herbert is just chucking the ball deep to him at will. And they're going up against Washington this week. If you want to look at Washington's pass defense here, 6th worst pass defense in the league, 8th worst to wide receivers. But I've gone and looked back at the box scores from each game, and they have given up a pass play in most games multiple times for more than 23.5 yards. So if there's someone that's going to do it for the Chargers, it's going to be him. If you want to take his reception yards overall as well, he's crushed this total as well. They don't want to move that line too high, just because they do have, the whole receiver room is talented over there with Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey. So there's really not just one. Any one of them could go after every week, but so far this year it's been Quentin, and we're gonna take him that longest reception one more time. In fact, if you wanted to take it because he's crushed it, take it at 29.5. Or 34.5 might be pushing it a bit. Yeah, I don't know how much more of a price payout you're going to get on that one. But if you want to take it at 29.5, be my guest on that one too, because he's like you can see, he's crushed it every time. So Quentin Johnson, more than 23.5 yards, longest reception. And just to show you guys a pick I've locked in over on Betr. We're taking Gibbs, Fields, and May, and we're pairing it up with that aforementioned pick I've been talking about all week, the Justin Jefferson free pick. So try to turn $10 into 100. A lot easier when you only need 3 guys to hit. But that free pick, use it however you want to use it there over on Betr. And if you want to keep track of your own picks or just check out what we've done, you can do it on the Pick'It app. You can find me over there at CarpC151. You can see I'm about 287 units all time on the apps that they track. They don't track every single one. They're working on integrating more apps every week, it seems. But you can see our success over there. It doesn't matter where, MLB, NFL, NBA, we've been crushing it all. So, and if you like free money too, if you want to download the app with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS, you do that and then just sync up any one of the sports books or DFS apps that you've been using. They'll give you $3 right to your Venmo or PayPal, and there's a chance that $3 could be $100. So there's nothing to lose. It is a free app to download, and they're going to give you money just to do it. So if you want more insights and analysis after you watch this video, you can check us out over on that Discord. Link is down below. I'll be posting, definitely be posting more things in there before tomorrow's games start. So check it out. And that will do it for us today here. Be throwing more VIP picks in throughout the day. And then next video is going to be Monday Night Football, and there are a couple MLB playoff games on that night as well. So a whole lot of action that we can take part in. So let's green out for today, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.